Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They begin the drive with Williams. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 31 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing is Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll get this out wide to Eckler. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Chargers, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. McManus's point after is good, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Throwing again on second down. Herbert firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Herbert. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down. Third and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. To throw is Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their 25-yard line. Here's Williams to start the drive. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run it again with now a loose football. The ball comes out and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Now Herbert following the turnover. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Herbert. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Again, it's Williams. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And picked up by the Chargers. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. 2nd time in this first half now, Charles, that he's coughed up the football.
And both times, I think, they were in spots where he's got to think about covering up the ball. He's got to revert to his fundamentals in those practice drills where they carry it through. He's not out in the open field where he can swing it a little bit, cover it up, and take care of it.
Following the fumble recovery, Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Arnold. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 18-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Let's go.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Eckler is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Touchdown, Chargers! Dan Arnold, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. From the gun, it's Wilson. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Wilson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here we go, set.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. A big play there for L.A. 47 yards.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10...
Yeah, they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on second and goal. Now it's Herbert. Sideline throw, it's tipped, but he's still got it. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Sometimes those tip balls turn out to be like a pinball, just bounce all over the place. Everyone's got to go up and get it. In this case...
we talk about tip drills for defensive players like you, but what about the offensive guys? They do any tip drills?
I think they work on it as well, oftentimes in the Hail Mary situations, because you're actually counting on a ball being tipped to give you an extra chance to catch it. They use that training well.
Now Herbert, third and goal. Incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
And his kick here is good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now on 2nd and 13. Herbert, throw left side, is hauled in by Palmer. It'll be a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now. Here's Herbert. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 40-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's going to be complete to his tight end Everett. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Here is Eckler. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Eckler going to get it again on second down. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Herbert now. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. On first down, Wilson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect this quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Wilson. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is taken in at the 5. A huge play there for Denver. 49 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Williams. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This is a tough situation offensively because down 3 scores, the field goal kicker's not even going to come into play here. As an offensive play caller, though, you know you have to take chances. This is a time to get creative.
2nd down and goal. Wilson. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Harris will score. Touchdown, Broncos. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Finding space at the 40. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
On first down, it's Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. A solid stiff arm. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Herbert on first down now. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
This is a counter play. Eckler. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On second and goal, Herbert buying time to his left. And he rifles one incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. Fourth and goal. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert, give him another one right back to Allen. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Allen's got it complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Draymond Jones coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Bo Melton.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Chargers, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1.